What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you end up like Beezy. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay, it's in the description down below. Now, my brothers and my sisters, y'all, please listen to me and listen to me very closely. And I want to save lives this video. You know what I mean? What I'm finna talk about is self-control. You know what I'm saying? I know Key and I know Quan was surprised when I showed self-control that Saturday. You know what I mean? I think it was Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I wasn't in no incident. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I've been praying to God about self-control. And one thing I realized when you pray to God for stuff, God is going to let certain things come your way. So if you pray for self-control when it comes to lust, it's not like God is testing you, but He's going to allow the devil to, okay, you struggling with lust, He's going to allow the devil to do certain things to see if you going to have that self-control. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you praying for self-control. Okay, let me let this happen to you and let me see. Because one thing you got to understand, bro, I told y'all, when it comes to God, bro, see, a lot of us be praying to God for things, but we're not willing to change the thing we're praying to Him about. You know what I'm saying? So we praying for self-control when it comes to anger, but the next minute, dang, like 5 minutes after you just prayed for self-control for anger, you being angry again. See, one thing people don't understand is like God will help you once He see you trying to change yourself. A lot of people just look at God like He's a genie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no genie, bro. Even though He can give you everything He can do whatever He want. He can give you all. He can do that. Nobody can stop. He can do that. Literally, He can do that. How God works, He works through people. He can do that. For sure, He can show you all the favor. He can create all the miracles, create all the open doors, but He's just not going to do that. So I'll be trying to tell people, if you want God to change you, first you got to change yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to change yourself because you can't change yourself completely. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? If you just relying on you, bro, you going to fail every time. I'm telling you. Word of advice. So you going to need God, you feel me, to change completely. But all I'm saying is, if you want Him to change you, you got to try to change first yourself. So if God's seeing that you're trying to have self-control over lust, He's seeing that you're trying to have self-control over anger. He's seeing that you trying to have self-control over this, over that. Guess what God do? God takes it away. Okay, I see that my child is trying. So now I take away the urges because he's actually trying now. He's not just depending on me to do it. He's actually trying to do it. See, a lot of y'all be asking God to take things away, but you're not trying to change the thing you asking Him to take away. So what I was saying about self-control, I've been praying about self-control a lot with anger. You know what I'm saying? One thing I realized is I had an anger problem. You know what I'm saying? And it still creeps up on me sometimes, but I had a very angry problem. Like I snap fast. I had a temper. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing that I used to get mad at people looking at me wrong. Like I said, the last time I went to jail for that misdemeanor battery, bro, I beat up bro because he looked at me wrong. See how foolish that is? But I'm praying to God for self-control. So me praying to God about self-control, guess what happened Saturday? All I did was asking this dude, because bro was trash. Bro was BJ. So I dropped him for another dude. Bro got mad that I dropped him and he said he ain't getting off the court. So bro trying to start with me, and I'm like, here goes the devil. Bro trying to start with me, and bro wanted to fight me. He never came up to my space, never tried to attack me, but bro said, what's up then? What's up? Now, OJ would have slapped him in the mouth. OJ would have stole off on him right then and there. But I'm like, one thing I realized is like words. Y'all remember when I was preaching about that? Words. I'm not finna I told this man straight up like this. It's not worth fighting you over, bro. Over a drop? Over a drop? Worth me going to jail? When I beat you, not if I beat you. He don't even know who he talking. He don't even know he talking to a full boxer. So when I beat you, what's gonna happen? You gonna go get your gun? Now you gonna come in the gym, start shooting. I go to jail. You go to jail. I get kicked out the gym. I'm banned from LA Fitness. Something so small gonna get turned to something so big because I ain't got self-control. Look how, in me having self-control, I just walked away. I let him have it. Let him feel like he was big boy, made him feel like he was that, had a quiet type of I walked away. Self-control. I was proud of myself. And I know Key and Quan was like, bro. He was like, bro, OJ, I knew. I was like, I know. Self-control. But one thing that taught me Saturday, it was like, dang, words. Bro was talking about what's up, doing all that talking, but ain't did nothing. Nobody holding them back. Nobody doing, I'm standing still. Nobody holding you back. Nobody getting in front of you. All you doing is talking. One thing I realize about people is people don't really want to do nothing for real. They just want to put on the front. They just be acting. They don't really want to fight. They be uncertain with their sales or trying to prove a point. Those be the two things when it comes to people. That's what I'm telling you. When it comes to people like that, he uncertain of himself, or he trying to put on a little front. He don't really want to fight for real. Because if he really wanted to fight for real, he would have ran up on me. But all he was doing was this. Walked away. Now, if I would have hit him over his words, I wouldn't went to jail. For misdemeanor battery. You can't hit somebody over their words. But self-control, me having self-control and walk away, saved me from so many problems. Walked away, hooped, happily ever after. But that's all I was talking to y'all about, man. Self-control, man, is very important, bruh. It ain't worth it, y'all, bruh. If nobody coming up, running up on you, bruh. If nobody threatening your life. If nobody trying to put hands on you, bruh. Walk away, bro. Be quiet. Be quiet, bro, because you going back and forth with that person ain't going to do nothing but make him more angry and you more angry. Be quiet, shut up, walk away. If he ain't trying to run up on you, if he ain't trying to kill you, walk away. Words don't mean nothing. You got to be comfortable with you knowing yourself, bro. I'm telling you, the most dangerous man in the world is a man that got self-control. Telling you, bro. You feel me? Self-control will save you from so much. Self-control will save you from getting killed. Self-control will save you from killing someone. Self-control will save you through so many trouble, bro. You have self-control, but I'm telling you, bro, it will save you, bro. You know what I mean? I seen the scripture. It said, those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly comes to ruin. You know what I'm saying? Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. One thing I realized about the Bible, it talks about the mouth a lot. You know what I'm saying? It talks about the mouth a lot. You feel me? Just keeping it real with you. Always about the mouth, the mouth, the mouth. What else? It said the words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Mouth, y'all, your mouth. The way a fool seems right to them, but the wise accept advice. You know what I mean? A fool shows annoyance at once, but the prudent overlooks an insult. Them type of things y'all gotta learn, bro. It ain't worth it, bro.
When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol that I got them pistol lights for, but bitch like you just wanna act like they wanna play with me, bitch. Play with me, watch what the fuck I do, bitch, and I ain't just talking, bitch. I know everything I'm saying, bitch.
When someone publicly promises to hurt you, shows up armed, and approaches with a weapon drawn, what are your options? When 32-year-old Erica Reese went live on social media, she had a message for someone who had been getting under her skin. With her phone camera rolling, she spoke directly to her target.
Your mama gonna be sitting around here right now, your bitch. If you with me, bitch, and you come my motherfucking way, that's on Pam, bitch.
1 month later, it wouldn't be the other woman's mother planning a funeral. It was her family that was burying her. The power of words can be deadly, and sometimes they come back to haunt the person who spoke them.
Yo, mammy gonna write your obituary out. You cheap ass hoe.
This story takes us to Montgomery, Alabama, a city with one of the highest crime rates in America. The murder rate in Alabama, a city with one of the highest crime rates in America.
Gill Village. I swear it's Gill Village. This is where my folks live at. This is where my cousin got killed at.
America. The murder rate here sits at 14.6 murders for every 100,000 people.
Y'all, there's nothing to do in Alabama. There's nothing to do here. All it is to do, my cousin got killed in Alabama. Nothing to do here, bro. All it is to do to get in trouble. There's nothing to do in Montgomery, bro. It's nothing to do in the Gump. If you from the Gump, you know. Ain't nothing to do down there. All it is to do is to get in trouble. And it's so small. You know where everything get in Alabama, boy. Everything. It's happening in the Gump.
Than the national average. And on May 1st, 2022, that statistic would claim another victim. Erica Reese lived in Montgomery. She was described as someone who was fun to be around sometimes, but according to folks who knew her closely, she didn't like to be cheated in any form. And when she felt wronged by another woman named Katina Davis, she decided the whole world needed to know about it. The beef between these two women centered around a man, Katina's baby father, the same man who was the father of Katina's 2-year-old son. But there was more to this story than a simple love triangle. These women had history. They had known each other since they were teenagers. Erica had even lived under the same roof with Katina's family when they were younger. Erica's oldest daughter was actually Katina's cousin. But none of that family connection mattered when Erica felt disrespected. On this particular day, 30 days before her life would end, Erica was fed up. She grabbed her phone, hit the live button, and let her anger flow.
Anyway, hold on, some hoes don't stay on every side of town in Montgomery and got a desk to keep on writing motherfucking status about me. Bitch, hoes live like Mexicans in 2 bedrooms. In a 2-bedroom. Leave me, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone. Get you some money. That it can't be getting you no money because you always talking about me. Talking about me. Everything you saying is about me. Ring around rose of face looking ass. Gone, bitch. Go clean up with your nasty ass. From my understanding, you don't even clean up because you that nasty. Gas tank on E, begging ass, crybaby ass. And I'm by myself. I don't need nobody no car back with me. I'm by myself. I always be by myself. Always by myself. That's all the thing. When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol that got them pistol lights for. But bitch like you just wanna like they wanna play with me, bitch. Your mama gonna be sitting around here right now, your wearing. If you with me, bitch, and you come my motherfucking way, that's on Pam, bitch. Your mammy gonna write out your bishop. Now play with me. Sit over there and listen to all that bullshit you want to them lies. Play with me. Watch what the fuck I do, bitch. And I ain't just talking, bitch. I know everything I'm saying, bitch. Your mammy gonna write your bitch out. You cheap ass hoe client. She stay where to Birmingham, but always on Facebook every day typing about me. Throwing shade out about me. Ain't nobody gonna come back and tell me what that hoe saying. God, go sit in the real stylish chair. And stop letting that hoe play in your head with them ugly $30, $40 ass hairdo that you be getting. Had discounted ass bitch. That what the fuck you need to fucking do. Now let me get off live and go entertain and do what the fuck I was finna do. Cause this hoe right here ain't talking about nothing. She that ugly. I'm so tired of entertaining this bitch.
In this public threat, Erica had just told the world she carried a weapon, and she had made it crystal clear what would happen if Katina crossed her path. For 30 days, those words hung in the digital space like a loaded weapon. And on May 1st, 2022, Erica would get the chance to make good on her promise. What happened next would tear apart 2 families, leave children without mothers, and spark a debate that would divide an entire community. Because a real-world confrontation was about to happen between these women, and one of them would pay the ultimate price. But who would be writing whose obituary? Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions. The night of May 1st, 2022 started like any other Saturday night in Montgomery. Katina Davis was getting ready to go out with her boyfriend, the same man at the center of the social media drama. She had no idea that 30 days after Erica's threatening video, tonight would be the night those words would be put to the test. Katina and her man decided to hit up a local club for some drinks and dancing. They rode together on his motorcycle, just a couple trying to enjoy their evening. A friend called Erica with news that Katina and her boyfriend were at the club. The same club, right now. For most people, this would be a reason to avoid the location. For Erica, it was an opportunity. She had made a promise 30 days earlier about what would happen if Katina came her way.
And it's all about trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? Like, is that really your friend that called you? Like, that's supposed to be your friend, but she calling you on BS? Your friend the reason you got killed. You know what I mean? if she would have never called her. So her blood is on your hands too. So don't try to make it seem like you ain't did nothing. Nah, you did something because you called her. You didn't have to call that woman. You call her knowing how she gonna react. So you had a part to doing what she done. So yeah, you murdered her. You wasn't the one that shot her, but you murdered her. You let her know that she was up here. What type of real friend gonna call you on some BS? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, man, most of y'all just trying to prove a point. That's really what it is, bro. None of y'all gangster, bro. That's really, that is the reality of this. None of y'all gangster, bro. Everybody either uncertain with themselves or trying to prove a point. So that woman that called her, she was trying to prove a point to her, you know what I mean, that she ain't no goofy. That everything I said I meant. Even though she probably didn't even want to pull up to the club, she had to prove a point. Yeah, I got to prove to her, and I got to prove to other people that I stand on business. Now look at you. Be careful trying to put on the front for people. Be careful for trying to prove things. Because the whole time inside, you ain't even like that for real. You don't want to do that for real. You don't want to take it to that level for real, but you trying to prove yourself to people, that's a dangerous thing. I ain't finna try to prove myself to nobody. She said what she said. All you got to do is ignore it. You going on Facebook Live, you making it 10 times worse.
Now Katina was within reach, and Erica was about to honor her word. Erica drove to the club that night with one purpose in mind. She was going there to find Katina Davis. Inside the club, the atmosphere was typical for a Saturday night. Music pumping, people dancing, drinks flowing. Katina sat at a table with her boyfriend, having what she thought was a normal evening out. But across the club, Erica had arrived and was pacing back and forth, clearly agitated, clearly looking for someone. Brittany, a friend of Katina's who happened to be at the club that night, noticed the tension immediately. She hadn't seen Katina in a while and had taken a photo with her when she saw her arrive on the motorcycle. But as the night progressed, she realized something was very wrong. Here's what Brittany witnessed that night in her own words, recorded the day after the shooting.
Big old broomstick.
So boom, we in the little part or whatever. We in the
Golly, man, I don't know what be with y'all wearing them big old eyelashes, man. Take them junks off, man. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, bro. Take that junk off, boy. God, I just gotta say it. I'm tired of them big old broomsticks.
party. This girl keep walking. This girl. So I'm like, who is this girl? I'm trying to see who she is because she keep walking like, y'all, you can tell that she up to something. She wants some kind of attention that she's looking for because, I mean, So my friend come up to me and she was like, the girl in the club that been picking with me or whatever, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I ain't on no shit. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on no shit, this, that, and the third. She go sit down, y'all, with her man. She in there with her old man. She didn't come with us. She came with her old man. I kid you not, y'all. She wasn't smoking. She wasn't drinking. She wasn't doing shit. You can tell that she knew something wasn't right about that night. I'm talking about my friend right now. I'm finna get to the deceased girl. You can tell she knew something wasn't right. Anybody know Lucy know she gonna blow her O's. And she, you know, the vibe be, what's up? Man, Lucy was sitting down. Y'all, I swear to God, she sat down the whole time. The girl keep walking. She keep walking, y'all. She walking. You could tell that she wants something.
The situation was escalating by the minute. Erica was pacing, walking back and forth, making sure everyone could see her agitation. And eventually, word got back to Katina about what Erica was saying.
As the night go on, y'all, Lucy comes up to me and was like, I'm finna go, Brittany. The girl going around telling folks when me and him leave out the club, she gonna shoot us when we leave out the club or whatever. So I'm like, wait, you know what I'm saying? At this point, because I'm like, is it that serious? I don't know the girl. I'm like, is that serious? So I lean up to my best friend, and I tell my best friend, you know, that girl said she gonna shoot my friend when she go, when they walk out the door. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna walk her outside to make sure she get away safely. Me and my friend goes to walk her old man out the door. We walking out. My friend, somebody stopped my friend old man. So, we had a standstill, but my best friend, she goes on to the door to look to see what's going on or whether make sure ain't nothing going on out there. She don't see me. So we proceeds to go on out the door.
Inside the club, Erica was telling people that when Katina and her boyfriend left, she was going to shoot them both. Katina made the decision to leave. She and her boyfriend headed for the exit, with Brittany and her friends escorting them to make sure they got out safely. They had parked right at the door, so it should have been a quick, safe exit. But Erica's friends had heard the plan too, and instead of talking her out of it, they were treating it like entertainment. Katina and her boyfriend were on their motorcycle, getting ready to leave. Brittany was watching nervously, knowing that Erica had made threats. And then she heard something that made her blood run cold.
So we proceeds to go on out the door. And they rode a motorcycle there. My friend and her old man, they rode a motorcycle to the party. I got it on my snap. If y'all my snap friend, when they first pulled up, I snapped him. So they on the motorcycle getting ready to go. But I hear her friend, the deceased girl friend, is coming out the club laughing. Let me go get this gun from Erica gun. Erica said she finna shoot this gun. Let me go get this gun from Erica gun. She's so crazy, girl. I told her, don't do this, and this just laughing like it's funny. So now my focus on her to see what direction she's going in to the Erica girl. So we watching her the whole time. So now I'm begging my friend, come back in the club. This girl is not playing. Come back in. I'm begging her. She like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go. We begging her. I'm pulling her everything, y'all. I'm begging her. So, boom. Next thing I know, the girl Erica coming from between on the other side of the park coming through. Tell them to come outside. She don't know that my friend and the man already outside. Already out the door. So her focus ain't on this side. She looking at the door where me and my other best friend standing in. Tell them how come outside. This and the third. Tell them come outside. Da, 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 da. So I'm thinking that she putting me in the mix. I'm thinking she talking to me because she looking at me and my best friend or whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck this girl got going on? Walking up to her, asking her what she got going on. This, that, and the third. So as I get a few more steps, my best friend yell and say, no, Brittany, she got a gun. She got a gun. So I turn to run back. And by the time I turned to run back, I just heard shots. When that girl upped her gun, she didn't have a chance to use it. That's the honest to God truth. That girl upped her gun on that girl first. I kid you not. And they knew this was finna happen. They knew it. That girl went out that club a whole 30 to 45 minutes before that girl even left out of there. And the cameras and shit gonna show that shit. That girl upped her gun on that girl first, y'all. And her friends knew it. They could have stopped that shit. They could have made that girl go home.
The confrontation lasted mere seconds. Erica approached with her weapon drawn, shouting for them hoes to come outside. But she didn't realize Katina was already outside, already aware of the threat, and already prepared to defend herself. When Brittany's friend screamed, "She got a gun," everything happened at once. Brittany turned to run, gunshots rang out, and when the smoke cleared, Erica Reese lay dying in the parking lot. 2 other people were also shot during the chaos, innocent bystanders caught in the crossfire. The scene was devastating. Police arrived within minutes. Erica was pronounced dead at the scene. The woman who had threatened to make Katina's mama write an obituary was now the one whose family would be planning a funeral. Katina Davis didn't run. She didn't try to hide. She drove straight to the police station and turned herself in. Katina was arrested and charged with murder, first-degree assault, and second-degree assault. Her bond was set at a staggering $1.545 million, the kind of bond reserved for the most dangerous criminals. But as the details emerged, public opinion began to shift. This was a mother who had been threatened online, stalked at a club, and confronted by an armed woman who had promised to put her in the ground. The case sparked intense debate across Montgomery and beyond. Was this murder, or was this self-defense? The answer would depend on how you viewed the events that led up to that fatal confrontation. Brittany, still traumatized by what she witnessed, had strong feelings about who was really to blame.
That girl upped her gun on that girl first, y'all. And her friends knew it. They could have stopped that shit. They could have made that girl go home. They could have made that girl go to home. So, yeah, it's sad that she been taken away from her kids, but y'all play a big part in that shit. Cause y'all didn't stop y'all friend. Y'all could have told her it ain't worth it. You got children, go home. Y'all should have been telling her that before she pulled that gun. Y'all probably been telling her that then. Y'all with the bullshit. Y'all probably been telling her that right then before this shit even escalated, before my friend even came out the club. Y'all supposed to been telling y'all friend like
I'm gonna keep it real. I do not like loud females, bro. That's why I'm laughing. I ain't laughing about the situation, but man, I'm talking about, man, I'm getting tired of yelling, man. Know what I mean? All that yelling at the sound. Know what I mean? Can we speak in a soft manner? I can't stand loud people, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep smiling, but I'm getting aggravated right now. All that yelling in the phone. We can't speak regular? Dang, I can't stand loud people, bro. Don't just aggravate my ears, man. You could have told that girl to go home. You know what I mean? Just tell her everyone like that. You know what I mean? She up the gun on her 5. Straight ghetto 5. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, ghetto comes in every color. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? But dang, man. No, it's just, man, golly. Hey, I'm from Alabama. I know. You know what I'm saying? When I mean ghetto-fied, I mean ghetto-fied. I went to school with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, straight ghetto. Girard Middle School, boy. One of the most ghetto freaking, trenched out schools I ever went to in Dothan, Alabama. Girard Middle School. We had a lot of them. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, boy. Yelling like that. I ain't gonna lie. It was one little fine girl named Janiyah DeBose. Good God Almighty. Had some fine ghetto girls at Girard, though. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, you had McKaylin. McKaylin was loud, too, but little fine stuff. McKaylin Eden. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of little fine ghetto, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I date a little ghetto thing, but you gotta be a little classy ghetto, though. You can't be loud ghetto, you feel me? You know, you little soft ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you feel me? Like, classy little ghetto. I don't know how to explain it. You feel me? But yeah, McKaylin Eden, though. Little chocolate, little ghetto thing. Fine like a glass of wine, though.
Ain't worth it. Y'all let that girl get hurt. Y'all let that girl get hurt. Because if you going around telling somebody, you gonna shoot me when I come out the club, you damn right I'ma be ready. What you think I'ma let you hurt me? I'ma be ready, cause you already bragging. You bragging saying what you finna do to me. So when you come up on the fuck shit, y'all, she went so focused that she didn't even knew the girl was already out the club. So when she pulled her gun, she was too late, cause she looking at the wrong shit. And where her friends was then, they let her walk over there by herself. They knew she was coming over there to pull her gun on that girl. They stood back. Her friend stood back. I'll never forget that bitch face. I would never forget her friend face. And I'ma tell it to the motherfucking police that she knew what her friend was finna motherfucking do. I don't know that name, but I'll never forget her face because I watched her. I watched them let that shit go down, y'all. I watched them friends. It's the friends for me. They thought that shit.
That's what I just said.
But the shoe ended up on the other fucking feet. They thought that shit was funny. I ain't seen shit funny about that shit. I begged my motherfucking friend, but she had to protect herself. It was either a kill or be killed situation, y'all. And that's on my churn. I would not lie. It was kill or be killed. I swear to God. If she wouldn't have shot her, she would have been dead today. That's exactly how that shit went down.
In a surprising turn of events, a judge later reduced Katina's bail from $1.5 million to $150,000. She was able to post bond and return home to her children while awaiting trial. Today, Katina Davis maintains her innocence, claiming she acted in self-defense when faced with a credible threat to her life. Her supporters point to Erica's social media video as proof that this was a premeditated attack that Katina simply survived. Critics argue that bringing a weapon to what could have been resolved with words makes both women responsible for the tragedy that unfolded. The case raises uncomfortable questions about modern conflicts. When social media threats become real-world confrontations, when does self-defense become murder? When someone publicly promises to hurt you, shows up armed, and approaches with a weapon drawn, what are your options? 4 children lost their mothers that night. Erica's 4 kids through death, and Katina's 2 children through the legal system that followed. The man at the center of this whole conflict continues his life while 2 families remain shattered. In the end, Erica's own words proved prophetic. Someone's mama did end up writing an obituary. Someone's children did end up without their mother. The power of life and death truly was in the tongue. But the question that haunts Montgomery to this day remains: could this tragedy have been prevented if friends had chosen intervention over entertainment? And when someone promises to take your life, do you wait to see if they're serious, or do you strike first to save yourself? I would leave you to answer that in the comments. And also, there was a lot more that Brittany had to say about everything that happened that night, so I'm just going to let her entire video run so you hear from her. And honestly, she said a lot of things that you are going to want to hear.
That girl waited on her to come out that club. All this shit over a nigga. Really? Let that shit go. What? Y'all like this niggas got gold on their dick or some. What the fuck? I'm not finna. I ain't finna. Nope. Two lives. And God is trying to tell me something. Yeah, I keep being in these close ass situations. I keep being in these close ass situations. Like, I'm so sorry what happened to that girl. But that's my friend that took away from her children that she had to do. She had to. That shit is crazy, y'all. Don't even.
I mean, it's like your friend had, I mean, both of them at fault. Both of them at fault. You know what I mean? Because this would have never happened if your friend wasn't talking crazy about her on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just pride. That's all it is, pride. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I told you the worst weapon is your mouth. You know what I mean? Everybody gets killed because of their mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mouth is the worst. I'm telling you, all you had to do was just be quiet. Be quiet. You know what I mean? It all started because of your friend, though. You know what I mean? That's the reason she got on Facebook Live, was because of your friend. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Your friend was trying to avoid it, but dang, it was too late. All that talking that you was doing, all that loose speaking that you was doing, led up to this day. Now the crazy talking that you was doing, now the reckless speaking that you was doing on Facebook, now it led up to this situation. That's why you cannot speak how you want to speak. That's why you cannot say what you want to say. Because you're either going to be dead or you're going to be in jail, man. You're not going to survive. You're going to have a rough life if you think you finna just go out here and just say what you want to say, bro. Go out here and just say what you want to say. Go out here and just run your mouth how you want to run your mouth, bro. You're going to be dead, bro. In the next 2 weeks, I give you 2 weeks max. Go around just speaking crazy to people. You're going to be dead, man. You feel me? And then on her side, I realized she was speaking about you on Facebook, bro, but all you had to do was ignore it. All you had to do was ignore it. Ignore what she's saying on Facebook. Let her keep on talking. You know what I'm saying? And go on about your merry little way. You would have did that simple act. You see what I was saying in the beginning of the video? Something so small turned into something so big. Was it all worth it? Over a Facebook status post? One woman going to jail. One woman dead. Because of a Facebook post. Because of a man. One woman dead. One woman in jail. You see how I was saying? Something so little turned so big for no reason. That's majority of the deaths. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that somebody gets killed over something like that's big. It doesn't happen, matter of fact. All these people that's getting killed, it started off something little. Pride and egos getting away. and then they turned into something big. I'm telling you, everything that turned out to be big started off little first. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Self-control, y'all, bro. The strongest thing that you can do, bro, is walk away. So you cannot look at this. You cannot look at this world like the world looks at the world. That's one thing that I've understood getting closer with God and getting closer with Christ. I can't look at this world how the world would look at the world. People with common sense, they gonna look at me like they gonna respect it. You feel me? It's the fools that gonna say, but you a B. But I'll never be me. But I can't let him talk to me like that. Next few years, he dead. You feel me? But I ain't gonna never let you talk to me like that. Talk to me crazy, but I'm gonna steal off on you. You gonna steal off a person not because of words? Now you going to jail? Now he come back with it because all you had to do was walk away of words? You gonna beat a person over words, bro? You gonna kill a person over words? Because he called you a B? Did he lay his hands on you? Is he trying to threaten you? Did he do anything? All he doing is talking. And you willing to throw your life away because of some words, bro? Imagine if God was like that. Imagine if God was to crash out every time somebody spoke bad about him. Is God weak? No. Ain't none of you tougher than God. Word is bond. Yeah, I ain't tougher than God. You ain't tougher than God. He ain't weak. Was Jesus Christ weak? Heck no. But you know one thing that God and Jesus Christ have? Self-control. God ain't got to prove himself. He got to prove that, oh, I'm the all-powerful God, the almighty God. Who you talking to? Okay. Angels a sin ball. Imagine if God was to react every time somebody say something to him. We all be dead. Imagine if we had a God as a crash out. Imagine if God reacted like you. Oh my God. Think like God, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing I admire about God. God has so much self-control. All the things that's happening, his creation going against him, all this, and he still managed to hold back. So I'm like, if God can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I can do it. If you ain't trying to hurt me, if you ain't trying to fight me, if you ain't trying to run up on me, I'm going to walk away. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I will not react. I'm going to walk away, go on about my business. Because you're not worth it, bro. One thing I realize, y'all, is a lot of people don't care about their lives. A lot of people want you to do things to them. They don't even care about themselves. A lot of people don't care if they go to jail. A lot of people don't care if they get killed. They don't care if they get beat up on. A lot of people don't even love themselves, bro. I mean, you gotta understand, bro. I got a lot to lose. I love myself. I care about going to jail. I care about getting killed. You see what I'm saying? Even if I was to beat you up, now I gotta go to jail. See what I'm saying? People ain't worth it, bro. You gotta be certain with yourself. And like I said, that starts within. You got to start knowing yourself. A lot of y'all don't know yourselves. That's why when somebody call you a B word, that's why when somebody talk to you crazy, you get mad because you don't know who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? He call you a B and you feel like that. He call you a P word and you feel like that because you don't truly know yourself. Once you start truly knowing yourself, but you a B. I know I ain't no B. But you a P. I know I ain't no P. Once you start loving yourself and once you start learning, but the only way you're going to do that is through God. It's never going to happen by yourself. I just want to tell people like that. You can't change yourself, bro. You can't. You're going to fail every time. You need God, bro. You need him. I needed God. We all need God. In order to be the best version of yourself, you're going to have to have God. You got to, bro. Or it's going to be the same cycle over and over and over again. And then eventually you're going to come to ruin. You trying to change yourself. That's the problem with a lot of y'all people, bro. You're trying to change yourself and you're not powerful enough to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real, man. Self-control is what people need to have. Walk away, bro. I'm telling you, bro, at the end, people going to respect you, bro. They going to respect you more than that fool. They not no crash outs. They not no gangsters. God calls them fools. Not one time, not one scripture where I hear where God calls somebody a gangster. But I hear where God calls somebody a fool, acting out of ignorance. I'm going to say that scripture again. And I want y'all to take heed to this scripture I'm finna say. A fool shows annoyance at once. That means a fool gets angry fast. A fool shows annoyance at once, but the prudent overlooks an insult. That means the smart one, the wise, the righteous, the blameless overlooks an insult. That's in the word. God don't call you crash outs. God don't call you gangsters. You know what God called King Von's? Fools. King Von died because he was a fool. But y'all gonna look at him like he a gangster. Man, that boy was a fool. All these Lil Durk, fool. All these rappers y'all look up to, fools. But y'all praise that though. Because when it comes to worldly views, that's supposed to be the cool thing. You ain't know you headed for destruction. Better start listening to wisdom, bro.
I'm feeling this morning. I feel like this morning because I know I tried to prevent it. I tried to prevent that shit from happening. They let that girl come over there with that gun. They let that girl come over there with that gun. Why the did y'all let that girl do that shit? Y'all wrong. It's two left shoes. Them bitches was laughing. They thought that shit was fucking funny. I ain't see a motherfucking thing funny about it because I don't play like that. I don't play with guns. Anybody tell you I'll be on my motherfucking hands and knees trying to get the fuck out. I'ma crawl my way back to my church. I'ma crawl my way back to my motherfucking church. I don't play like that. I don't play with guns, motherfucking period, y'all. I don't play with that shit. I'm too fucking scary. I'm
No cap.
on that kind of motherfucking level.
No cap.
I don't play like that. I whoop me a hoe to death, though. I whoop me a hoe to death. But I don't play with guns. When it come down to guns, y'all can have that. You gonna take me away from my children like that? You ain't gonna do that. That easy. That's too easy. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't got no point to prove. I don't have no point to prove to nobody. Y'all.
Hey, she loud, but she smart as heck though. You know what I mean? See, a lot of y'all not listening to her. I'm listening to her. She just loud as heck though. But I'm listening. I'm not hearing. It's a difference between hearing and listening. She loud as freak though. Ghetto-fied. I mean, but she's smart. You know what I'm saying? Everything she just said, I just said it, right? Only the wise gonna respect you. Only the wise. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. She's smart. She definitely smart. She got a good head on herself. She's as loud as hell.
Got no point to prove. I don't have no point to prove to nobody. Y'all let that shit happen and y'all got my friend sitting in jail. Y'all got my friend sitting in jail. Like she just did some up shit. It was a kill to be killed situation, y'all. And I kid you not, that's how that shit went down. That girl walked. Y'all ever been in the 10 spot? Y'all know how roomy it is. She was too noticeable, y'all. Anybody was in there, they seen that girl. That girl kept walking. I was like, what is wrong with this guy? I knew who she was. I don't even know her. That girl was on some bullshit, y'all. That girl came on the fuck shit. That girl was angry about something. That girl was mad. And she told everybody that she was gonna shoot them folks. And them people better stand up and motherfucking say, they better stand up and tell the truth. They better stand up and tell the motherfucking truth. Cause 2 people is gone behind this bullshit. Hell no. That shit so fucked up, y'all. This shit hitting too home. What the f? This shit too close to home, man. I can't take it. I can't take no more. I can't take it, y'all. I can't take it. I said all the time. I like to have a good time. Y'all. The vibe was just, it was lovely. When no shit going on, when no niggas shooting, none of that. Everybody was chill. Like, that girl came to do something. Man. Like, no. They could have prevented that shit. Her friends, they let that shit happen, y'all. They let that shit fucking happen. I watched that girl. That girl was laughing. God, let me go get this gun from Erica. That's just how she did it. Let me go get this gun. God, she was laughing. That's how I kept my eyes on that friend. I watched her, and I watched her watch Erica come all the way back across that street with that gun, saying, tell them to come outside. I watched them. Y'all, if I wouldn't have turned to run, it would have been me. My friend would have shot me, or that girl would have shot me. One of the two. 10 too close. It is 10 too close. I felt it though, y'all. My friend said that all night long. Like, you knew something was right about the night, like, and she wasn't with me. She wasn't with us. It just, I seen her in there with her old man. I was with my best friend and her sister. And that shit happened so fast, y'all. That shit happened so fast. That girl meant what she said. That girl wanted, I don't know what was around her, but she was on some strong shit. She waited on them folks to come out that club. She waited. And her friend sat back and watched it. Y'all. I promise you they did. They sat back and watched it. That shit so fucked up. So I'm just here to say, like, man, life too short. Hell no. You can't think about your churn once you gone. Once you gone, you gone. Once you gone, you gone. Before I do anything, y'all, I used to be a high head. Before I do anything, y'all, them Tupac in my face. Like, I still...
I be trying to say, bro, being a hothead ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. Now I try to say, fool, for anybody that's watching this and you a hothead, bro, it ain't gonna end well for you, bro. Sit down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, bro. You're foolish. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to get off social media, man. Get off social media. Because a lot of y'all just some followers. A lot of y'all not hotheads. That's one thing I realized, bro. One thing I understood, bro, about this world. It's a whole lot of fake people in this world. A whole lot of fake people in this world, bro. Not a lot of real people. Everybody want to be like the next person. Everybody want to be the next King Von. Everybody want to be the next Lil Jeff. Everybody want to be the next Dirk. Everybody want to be the next Young Boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the next killer. These folks out here be doing stuff for a name, man. These folks don't even be like that. I'm telling you, bro. Inside, deep inside, these folks do not be like that at all. I'm telling you, bro. Folks be trying to get a name out of her. They be trying to get a name. They like I said, I'm gonna say it again. They uncertain with themselves and they trying to prove a point. So getting a name and proving a point, we could put that in the same category. I'm telling you, bro. These dudes, that's why every time, that's why when they be getting up in the jam, that's why they always snitching. Because they not thinking they gonna get caught. You feel me? You in a hothead, bro. You're not gonna make it cool around here. You know what I'm saying? We not finna praise no hothead. We not finna praise no like crash outs. We're not doing that over here. No, we got common sense over here, but I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying, watch videos, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show y'all that, you feel me, honestly. It's just the whole freaking video of her ranting, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all just be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Be safe, bro. Listen to wisdom. You know what I mean? If you don't listen to wisdom, that's on you, man. You know what I'm saying? But wisdom comes in all forms. YouTubers, your pastor, your mom, your dad. Wisdom comes from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Sit down, bro. It's cool. Look, and I don't know who need to hear this, but it's all right to be good, bro. It's hard to be a good person. You're not soft because you're a good person. You know what I mean? That don't make you a soft person. I'm telling you, that don't make you not like that because you want to be a good person. It's all right to be good, bro. It's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? The way the world think isn't reality. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? It isn't reality. It isn't. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good person. I'm a righteous person. I'm a blameless person. You know what I'm saying? I love, being good. I love being righteous. You know what I mean? I ain't out here killing nobody. I'm in the suburbs right now. I'm chilling. Ain't finna make me feel bad for being good. Because God is good. You know what I mean? He far from weak. You know what I mean? And I'm far from weak as well. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, it's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy. Before you end up like Beezy, man. Boy Jay out, man. Gang!